And listen, there's a lot going on in our world. We really is, and Dr. DB Marshall is clearly qualified to gather you into that space. You know what I'm saying? It's between Dr. DB Marshall and Kevin E. Taylor. Before I get out the car, have you seen the Get Out Before I Get Out the Car? Oh Lord! Oh my goodness! It is just a word. It's a word. So listen, if there's two things I'm going to suggest for you guys, if you're going through some tough times and things like that, there are people who are really good at kind of, and not necessarily preaching to you. They're guiding you. They're helping you get through some really tough times. I mean, there's a lot of challenging things that are on our minds. You know what I'm saying? Who to trust and where do we go when we're feeling overwhelmed? Pressure to fit into social norms. How do we break out of these norms? There's so much going on. You got white supremacy being smack you in the face every 2 days, if not every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, smack, 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 smack. So Lord knows you need the Dr. D.B. Marshall every Wednesday here at We Are You Radio, the urban sound of pride, during the morning show from 6 to 10 with George and the Lioness. Or you can go check out on TikTok and Instagram, it's Kevin E. Taylor with Before I Get Out the Car. I love to say it that way. Before I get out the car. Listen. I've been one to on TikTok. I'm just scrolling along with my life, needlessly, aimlessly, just whatever. And I've bumped into, his videos. Let me tell you something before I get out the car. And then I'm sitting here like, okay, tell me something, boo. Tell me, please. Oh gosh. And he gets you through, Or worry about things that you need to get to, motivating yourself to move forward, motivating yourself to get to that task that maybe you didn't get to. Oh, he sees the procrastination in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, you see it too? Oh, gosh, it's what we do. It's the human nature to procrastinate, to have fear, to have, trepidations of things you want to do forward. That fear of something new or fear of succeeding. I get a lot of motivation from the brother over there, Kevin E. Taylor, who to be honest with you, before we get out the car, he's the one who counseled me when I was at the Do Dirty show. You know what I'm saying? And there's always these spiritual leaders. It's not who you have around you, and it's always somebody that's going to go there and and pull your coattail. There was a couple of people, but you know what I'm saying? Kevin E. Taylor's the one we're talking about right now. Before we get out the car, okay? Are you looking it up before you get up the car? Can we get him an edible, please? An eatable. Even though I think he's a pastor, I think he can handle a couple of edibles. Yeah, let's send him the edibles in the privacy of his own house. Privacy of your own house, Rev. Okay, thank you. You don't need to tell us when. We'll just notice when you do get out of the car before you get out of the car. And the car's a little smoky. What is going on with the Rev? What's going on with the Rev? Gosh. We just send him the edibles. Send him edibles. And don't make them too strong for him, okay? Oh, God, shout out to Kevin E. Taylor. But he counseled me when I was going through the Do Dirty show. And, I was getting blurred between what DJ Do Dirty is and who DJ Baker is. And I thought it was really important because I didn't want to lose my relationships. Specifically, the mister. I didn't want to lose the mister by being someone who was blurred in the lines and not being honest and true to who I am as a person, but also being honest and true to the character that I created that people outside of our relationship have connected to. I will say it was exhausting for me after a while, and it's the reason why I tapped out, and I was like, I'm tapping out. Y'all go ahead and have fun. But I've enjoyed watching from afar, as a viewer, as a casual, supporter. I'm so proud of the people that I've seen go forward and do what they do. That's why I talk about it on this show. So shout out to Kevin E. Taylor. If you ever need one of those, go check out Before You Get Out the Car. and Mr. Kevin E. Taylor, please, Reverend Kevin E. Taylor, please. Thank you. None of that. Before you do the TikTok, I don't want you to be on an edible. Please don't do it on an edible. Please don't do it on an edible, please. Oh, no. They're gonna blame me. They're gonna blame me. You know, the mafia over here. The mafia who's over here just, you know, corrupting the pastor. No, stop it. Before I get out the car, and shout out to Dr. D.B. Marshalls in the morning right here on We Are You Radio, the urban sound of pride. Okay, there you go. Check out full episodes of Raw and Uncut, Monday through Friday, 7 to 11, live streaming on We Are You Radio. Or hit the link in the bio to download the We Are You Radio app, or for the Anchor podcast link. Comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening to Raw and Uncut on We Are You Radio, the urban sound of pride.